Well, I'm making this video because, astonishingly enough, my girlfriend doesn't know how to play Minesweeper, and so I said I'd do an instructional video because everybody should know how to play Minesweeper. Right, so we have our Minesweeper here, and the basic idea of the game is this. Somewhere in all of these boxes there are mines, and you have to find the mines. If you click on a mine, you lose the game. So that's fairly simple. I think the box down here to the right, that tells you how many mines there are to find. So we have 10 mines to find at the moment, and that will go down as you locate them. And this box to the left is simply a timer, which tells you how long you've been playing for. Okay, so let's start. To start the game, you simply left click anywhere you like. So let's say we just left click here. Right. So as you can see, we've got these sort of blank spaces here. Now these blank spaces, you can ignore them. There's nothing in them, no mines in any of these blank spaces here. And if you try to click on those blank spaces, it won't do anything, because those are like boxes which have been opened. The important part of the game are these numbers along the sides here. These numbers. What each number tells you is this. Each number tells you how many mines there are in the boxes directly around it. So let's take this one at the top here. What this one tells you is that somewhere in these 5 boxes there is one mine. And, well, we can fairly easily figure out that the mine must be in one of these 2 boxes right next to it on the left here, because these 3 boxes here have already been opened, so there can't be any mines in them. So let's take a look at where we might be able to actually find a mine reliably, because we can't be sure at the moment. If we look at this one, well, is the mine in this box or is it in this box? We don't know yet. So let's see if there's a more reliable number to go by. Well, let's look at this one here. There's one mine in these 8 boxes around it. It can't be in any of these 7 boxes because those boxes have already been opened. So the mine must be in here. It must be in there. So we've found a mine in here. What do we do now? Well, we right click, and that gives us a little flag. Now if you right click again, you'll get a question mark, and that question mark, what that means is that just means you're not sure whether or not there's a mine there. But we are sure that there's a mine there, so we can right click and put a flag. That means that we've found a mine. If you have any question marks by the end of the game, you're not going to win. You won't win until you get rid of all the question marks. You have to have either opened all the boxes or put a flag on them. Right then, let's kind of work through this more then. So we've seen that this number 1, there's a mine there. Now obviously this is a number 1 as well, and there's a mine right next to it. So that means, since we've already put the mine in, that box up here must be safe. Because just think about it, there's one mine in these 8 boxes around it, and we've put the mine in there. So it must be safe to click here. So we left click, and as we can see, it was safe. Then we have this 2 here. So just look at the 8 boxes around it. There's one mine down here, and there's only 1 space left to go. So the mine must be there. And by the same reasoning, we can click there quite safely. Down here as well, you can see that we've got 2 mines in these 8 boxes. One of them is here, so the other one must be there. Now this number 2, well, there's 2 mines in the 8 boxes around it, but we've already put the 2 mines in, so that place is safe. And you can sort of just finish off the game in a similar sort of manner. I don't really think that there's anything too difficult there. There's a 1 mine here, this number 1 down here, that's got a mine next to it, so those must be safe. Just here, look, there's 1 mine in these 8 boxes, so we've already put the mine in there, so that must be safe. And the game's won. I've located all the mines.